All right, this is just light drama, I promise. There we go on the road here. Anyway, I heard some people talking, and I heard them say that, you know, if you don't know somebody, you don't have to say anything. It's like if you're in a panel, or if you're on a phone call, I guess, anywhere, and you don't hear, you know, if you don't know that person, I mean, shit, you don't know nobody on YouTube. Very, very, very few people know each other. I mean, hell, you got even people who probably speak on the phone occasionally or something. Some of them, you don't know them until you know them a while. You do not know those people. I mean, just as, you know, text here and there, you know. But the problem with that is, you got people, you got a woman on a panel, right? And if somebody just cusses her out, calls her every name, and most of you all do know this woman. Everybody knows Marion. Everybody knows Heidi. Both of them are damn good people. Both of them gets cussed out. Not a word said about it. On a channel that they both support a lot. And even though, you know, you might say like, oh no, is this Marion? Yeah, it's fucking Marion. But nothing else was said. It's like, oh. And even if you reach out, you know, privately, and you're like, oh, you know, it's all right. But that still doesn't help because you let it happen. And it's not you're right. It's no one's job. For the people who was saying like, are we supposed to say something, or was we supposed, when it's not, we didn't say it, so why should it matter? Yeah, you ain't gotta, you know, you ain't gotta come out and like cuss the guy out or anything, but you do think you might say something like, you know, hey man, that's not cool, don't do that. Or even maybe say, hey, if you're gonna do that, I'm not gonna be a part of the panel with you. But nah, you just sit there and say it. But then you got someone like Sam Lee, one of the people who was cussing him out, Cherry. He was literally saying like, if you know, people don't let Sam Lee up, I'm not going to come here. You know, you'll let Heidi up, but not Sam Lee, so I'm not going to support your channel. So you're literally saying Sam Lee, the reason a lot of people don't like him, because he says crazy shit about women, and he's talking about women he don't even know. Most of his shit's probably made up. The other people, you know them, they're on, you know, you talk to them on your panel, they're in your comments, they get cussed out. So it's, you know, Sam Lee can't be up there because he's, you know, he's not nice to women, or he says bad shit about women. But yeah, you got people on your panel that says worse shit about women. How the fuck am I supposed to jump a curve? Let's see. Okay, we gotta go this way, I guess. But anyway, I'm just saying. Yeah, they're looking, they're getting in their fucking driveway. Yeah, okay, provide. My point is though, you got like one guy always saying shit like, people can't keep his name out of their mouth, but he talks about them all the time. Let me drop this shit off here. This is kind of awkward right here because I don't know how to edit the videos together, so you're gonna have to bear with me till I drop this off. You can fast forward it, because if I stop this camera, I'll never get the video going again. So I'll be right back. I know, I'm sorry. Hang on. Not everybody knows how to edit. You can fast forward this shit, but hang on, I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, I know that was awkward. I'm sorry. So you can tell, you know, if you fast forward, you can tell we're moving again. That lady, I've had her groceries. I'm not even shitting this. I did a double shopping pay at Meijer, right? And turn this all the way down because this radio might kick on. But I've had 2 orders come in since hers. They just keep driving me around. She ain't got nothing like, you know, perishable, or I would have declined them. Because when it went down, it's just like, I guess everybody went home, so they're just, I mean, keep sending shit. But anyway, like I said, you got another guy that says, all these people can't keep his name out of their mouth, right? Roy. But yet, if he pops up somewhere, he brings it up. If he has a live, he brings it up. I mean, you know, saying that we can't keep your name out of our mouth. Hey, Roy, you can't keep shit out of your ass. I mean, you stop doing that, hell, we don't talk about you much anyway. You might say, well, you're doing it right now. Because, dude, that's all you hear is you saying, oh, they have, talking about Flex saying he doesn't have nothing, no content, Roy, your channel's called Real Talk with Roy. You go channel to channel starting shit. You and Hector yesterday. I mean, Hector's going through hell down there. He's in a hurricane. His family, he's worried about them. And you're up there talking about you're questioning what he done. Oh, if a guy hit my car, I wouldn't have done shit. You don't know what you would have done. If a guy would have hit my car, if I would have said something he would have done, I'd probably laid his ass out. And most of you all would have too. No one puts up with that kind of shit. But if Hector does it, oh, fuck Hector. And you know, Hector, I'm gonna give you credit because you ain't been talking like much drama. You've been staying out of it. And you know, that could have been the Matt thing. You probably, you know, good for you. You should. I mean, you know, Matt was a good dude that I knew of. I mean, I didn't know him real well. Let me hit this button so I can see where the hell we're going. We're doing this last thing. I know it's getting dark and I'm trying to hurry. But the point is, like, you got Heidi, Marion, they get cussed out on the panel. No one says shit. Then, you know, you got one guy saying, well, she was over there talking shit, so how am I going to tell a guy not to say something when she's over there talking shit? Well, I'll tell you what you ought to do is go to the lounge when, you know, they were saying that. She never said a damn word about anything. She didn't talk no shit on the lounge. She never said a word about Roy. She never said a word about Cherry. She asked something in Cray's chat, and very respectfully, go back and watch it. See, this ain't something I'm telling you and you're like, oh, they said this, you know, I don't know who to believe. Watch it for yourself there, Marcus. She asks a question, you know, and she gets banned. So all she does is come over and talk about that. And hell, she got cussed out saying, you know, I mean, it's kind of sad that she's actually, I mean, I don't mean to call her, but she was literally in tears up there because Marion, you know, she's a damn good person. She don't deserve that. And you ain't got to say like, dude, stop saying that. You just be like, hey man, I mean, come on, that's not cool. Let's leave it alone. But it's don't happen. I mean, like I said, even if you say, oh, Marion, that Marion, that, you know, supported the shit out of everybody. That Heidi, that has always supported everybody. Her only problem is, I mean, she hangs around Mr. G, but we don't hold that against her. I'm kidding, G. Don't start your fucking shit with me. But anyway, I'm gonna go deliver this and go home. It's like 9:14. There's a cop. Y'all better not have called the police on me. But anyway, Roy, we'll keep your name out of our mouths if you keep lights and lamps out of your ass. So it's, matter of fact, I'll quit talking about you because we know that ain't gonna happen. Are you allowed in jewelry stores if they sell like pearls and shit? Because I know, you know what, I don't want to know. But I mean, like I said, I can't even go around Big Lots now. If I'm in there and I'm shopping and I hear cleanup on aisle 7, I'm afraid to look. I mean, any store. I don't know what's going on in them aisles. I hear too many stories. But you need to get x-rayed, man, because I heard when that lamp went up there, it had a bulb, it came back out and it didn't. Glass ain't digestible. Get that shit fixed, Roy. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about your health. Well, y'all have a good one. Quit letting people cuss out women. Or anybody. Oh, one more thing. What like fuck that. One more thing. Okay, now you got another. You're like, oh, her family knows about this. Talking about a different girl. So even if we was up there saying like, you know, real bad shit, her family's cool with it. What the fuck does that even mean? Her family that might not be cool with it probably hasn't even been born yet. Her kids, grandkids. I mean, nobody wants to see their granny up there talking to 50-year-old men about. I ain't gonna even fucking say what it was. You got to see that shit for yourselves. But I mean, just because someone's family's cool with something doesn't mean it's all right to do. I mean, if Dahmer's family was like, hey, he eats people, it's cool. Was it okay for him to eat people? Nope. So stop saying stupid shit and stop sticking stuff up in your ass, Roy. Have a good one.